I'm BlackJack Dave, and I love to play blackjack, talking about blackjack and sharing the correct way to play blackjack with others. Today's video, we'll go over the second half of the blackjack quiz. Pam is back, and it's only you and her playing at the table. Pam is playing third base, and things are going very well. Both of you are winning. Suddenly, a new player appears at first base and plops down a minimum wage bet. Realizing that this will change the flow of the cards, you should A. Pull your bet back and wait till the shuffle. B. Play only at no mid-shoe entry tables. Or C. Just accept the cards that Lady Luck deals you. Was your lucky run about to end or about to continue? Now you'll be receiving third base's original card rather than your own. It shouldn't be any worse for you than it would have been for him. In fact, the deal let you choose any two cards from the next six. Without being fully aware of their order, you wouldn't know which ones to pick. Forget the voodoo stuff. So, the correct answer is C. Just accept the cards that Lady Luck deals you. Hey, Pam, Double O here. Still working on your latte delivery, but here's something to tie you over. When you have an A7 against a 6 up, odds are you will win 16 times out of 25 if you stand. If you hit or double, you will win 15 out of 25. Therefore, what should you do? A. Stand. B. Hit. C. Double down. Double down, I say. Winning 15 hands out of 25 for $20 each makes more money than winning 16 out of 25 for $10 each. There are many situations in blackjack where the most likely way to win the hand is not the most profitable overall play. So C, double down. And don't you just like saying it? Double down. Ram left the table again to get you both a drink. She lost the bet. So you are now playing alone with the dealer. The dealer's name is Dave and is a very fun dealer. You were surprised and shocked to hear his first attempt at dealer school he flunked out. Your first hand off the top of the six deck shoe is a 2, a 5, and a 4. 16. Against the dealer's 10 showing. The correct play is. The basic strategy says to hit with a starting hand of 16 against a 10. But 2, 5, 5, 4 is no starting hand. Few players realize this hand is such a borderline decision that the presence of any 4 or 5s in your 16 makes standing the better play. So A, stand, is the correct answer. Pam is back, and she was dealt a pair of 8s against Dave, the dealer's 10. You tell Pam she should split them. Why should she? A, Pam should not split. This is a trick question. It will give Pam an edge on the two hands combined. It will lose less not splitting over the long term. It turns a losing situation into a break-even proposition. Before I give the answer to the question, let's look at the hands from the Wizard of Oz calculator. You can see here a 10 and a 16. The best you can do or hope for is to lose 53% of your money. Or if you split the 8s against the 10, the best you can achieve is to lose only 47 or roughly 48% of your money. Over time, 16 against a 10 actually loses more than twice as much money as 8 against a 10. So your thriftiest decision is create 2 8s and lose less money as time goes by. So B, it will give Pam an edge on the two hands combined, is the correct answer. Doc, a retired dentist, is now sitting to your right. Doc is dealt a pair of 7s against the dealer's 3 up card. Doc is out of chips. He asks if you would like to put the money for one of his 7s. What should you do? A, no, since it's most likely a bad idea if he is offering it to you. B, yes, since splitting sevens against a three is proper basic strategy. Right. No one loves to play with another player when they make a bad move. For example, let's say a person has an 11 and the dealer has a 6 and that player doesn't double. I would always ask that player, hey man, can I join you? But let's look at if it makes sense in this case. If you agree that splitting sevens against a three is part of basic strategy, you are correct. So, congratulations. But let's see if that's a winning hand. Because we don't want to bet more money with another player if it's not a winning hand. So let's see. We got a three against sevens. If I calculate, yeah, it's a losing hand. Let's say, though, if it was pair of nines. Yeah, you might want to do it then, because now it's a favorable hand. So, splitting two sevens against a three is proper basic strategy because it too loses less than playing a 14. But the hand is still a loser. So the correct answer here is A. No, since it's most likely a bad idea if he is offering it to you. Pam left to cash in her chips since you both are going to dinner after this hand. You decide to play two hands this round. Your spot and Pam's vacant spot. You are dealt a 17 on one hand and blackjack on the other, Pam's old spot. Dave the dealer has an ace up. You should take even money on blackjack and decline insurance on 17. Take insurance on 17 and just gamble with your blackjack. C, refuse both insurance and even money. D, take insurance and even money. If, like most players, you choose A, believe it or not, you'll get exactly the same combined result as if you're choosing B. This is true regardless of what the dealer has or makes. Choice C, however, bring a better long-term result than both A and B. So here the correct answer is C. Refuse both insurance and even money. Pam is still waiting in line to cash in her chips. She is just a gold member. While waiting for Pam, you start to watch a six-deck game from the aisle. On the first hand of the shoe, the dealer has a 3 up. First base splits a pair of sixes, then finally stands with a 13 and a 14 after taking two hits to each six. The next player doubles down with a 9, but catches a baby. The rookie at third base then splits a pair of fives, catches 7 on each, and doubles down with both 12s. The dealer makes a 5 card 21. The entire table empties out except for the rookie at third base. What's your move? Run from the table and the moron at third base. Step right up and play two hands at a time. Wait until third base leaves, then take his seat. Watch the next few hands to see how the dealer is running. When the dealer makes a clutch 21, players tend to back off, fearing that he's hot. Likewise, if a player makes a bonehead move, most others become afraid to play with him. All nonsense. Nonsense, I say. What's not nonsense is that a barrage of small cards have just came out. The players are going to have an edge for at least the next couple of hands. Get in there. This question really kind of shows if you know anything about counting cards. As you will learn in future videos, when there are a lot of high cards, meaning a lot of small cards just came out, the player has an edge. And that is when you bet more. Before you add up your score and determine how well you did or did not do on the quiz, let me first say, do not feel offended or discouraged if you did not score well. The truth is, the average blackjack player has no idea how far off base most of his game is. This is why I'm creating these videos. So get to watching as future videos are created, absorb and digest material, and enjoy the journey. Now, on to how you scored. Questions and their values. Each question was either worth 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, or 4 points. So question 1 is worth 1 point if you got it right. Question 2, 1 point. Question 3, 2 points. Question 4, 2 points. Question 5, 2 points. Question 6, back to 1 point. Question 7, a big 3-pointer. Question 8 was also a 3-pointer. And question 9 was also a 3-pointer. Question 10, just 2 points. Question 11, worth 4 points. Question 2, 2 points. 13, 2 points. 14, 3 points. And 15, worth 4 points. So, if you scored 0 to 10, go back to playing the lotto. You got some learning to do. Just kidding, of course. Just you got your work cut out. And but before you know it, if you take the quiz again after the TC section, I bet your score will be much higher. But let's see the rest. 11 to 15, a little bit of knowledge is a dangerous thing. 16 to 23, you have an average understanding of the game of blackjack. However, you're an overall contributor to casino profits. 24 to 29, you're a fairly solid player and make wins here and there. Then, of course, 30 to 35, you're far above the norm and probably give the casino a serious run for its money on a consistent basis. Well, this is the end of the quiz and this video. Thanks for watching, and please look out or subscribe so you know when future videos will be published. You can ignore the next one. The next video will be the answers to the quiz. And I'm BlackJack Dave. Hi, Pam.